On August 19, 2025, Japan announced a major step in Indo-Pacific security, the transfer of 6 warships to the Philippine Navy. This isn't just a visit or exercise. Japan is handing over naval vessels to help the Philippines defend its territory. The move comes amid rising tensions in the South China Sea, where the Philippines faces growing pressure from China. By providing these ships, Japan is boosting the Philippines' ability to patrol its coastline and respond to incidents at sea. This transfer marks a shift in Japan's post-war military policy, signaling a new era of regional cooperation. It's a practical step towards self-reliance for the Philippines and a clear message of strategic alignment between Tokyo and Manila. The partnership is about more than hardware. It's about upholding international law and ensuring open seas for all. Japan's action stands out as direct support, contrasting with the diplomatic approaches of other nations. Both countries are taking concrete steps to maintain a balance of power and protect smaller nations from larger ambitions. This transfer is a bold symbol of friendship and shared interests, reflecting the changing geopolitical landscape. For Japan, it's a demonstration of its commitment to regional security and a more active role in supporting allies. The plan to send 6 warships is a powerful sign of a new era, one where nations work together for a safer, more predictable Indo-Pacific. The 6 ships at the heart of this transfer are Abukuma-class destroyer escorts, versatile, reliable, and designed for anti-submarine and anti-ship missions. Filipino naval experts will soon travel to Japan to inspect the vessels and ensure they fit the Philippine Navy's needs. These destroyers, though not brand new, offer a significant technological leap for the Philippines. Equipped with advanced sonar and anti-ship missiles, they'll boost the country's ability to monitor and defend its maritime territory. The ships will become the backbone of the Philippine fleet, filling critical gaps in firepower and surveillance. This transfer is about more than hardware. It's about building a stronger, more capable force. The Abukuma-class ships will help the Philippines respond to threats ranging from illegal fishing to military posturing. Interoperability is key. Using similar equipment and training will allow Japanese and Philippine forces to operate together more smoothly. This agreement strengthens the bond between Tokyo and Manila, turning words into shared capabilities. It's a concrete step toward a secure, stable region. The partnership is built on shared vision and practical cooperation. Japan's transfer of warships is designed to help the Philippines stand up for itself in the South China Sea. The new ships will give the Philippine Navy more power to patrol its waters and protect its sovereign rights. This move is part of a broader effort to modernize the Philippine military and close gaps in its defense capabilities. Support from Japan complements assistance from other allies like the United States. The partnership is about more than ships. It includes joint training, strategic talks, and a shared commitment to a rules-based order. The goal: ensure disputes are settled peacefully and all nations can use the seas freely. The Abukuma-class destroyers will help the Philippines build a more professional, effective navy. Filipino sailors will gain experience on advanced systems and develop new tactics for maritime security. A stronger Philippine Navy benefits the entire region, adding another capable partner for peace and stability. It's an investment in a more secure future for everyone. The South China Sea is now one of the world's most dangerous flashpoints, with frequent tense encounters between Chinese and Philippine ships. China's aggressive tactics, like blocking resupply missions and using water cannons, have raised the risk of conflict. In 2016, an international tribunal sided with the Philippines, invalidating most of China's sweeping claims, but Beijing rejected the ruling. China continues to deploy its Coast Guard and maritime militia, creating constant tension and uncertainty. The Philippines has responded by strengthening alliances and modernizing its military with support from Japan and the U.S. The goal: build a defense strong enough to protect territory and resources. For Filipinos, this is about livelihood and sovereignty, not just geopolitics. The disputed waters are rich in fish and energy, vital for the country's future. Manila publicizes incidents to rally international support for a peaceful, rules-based solution. The world is watching, hoping to avoid a wider conflict. The United States plays a crucial role in the South China Sea, anchored by its alliance with the Philippines. Washington has reaffirmed its commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty, backing it up with joint exercises, military aid, and strong public statements. The U.S. presence is meant to deter aggression and reassure allies, but there's debate about how far this support should go. Some experts warn against risking a major war with China over disputed reefs, urging caution and crisis management. A balanced U.S. approach focuses on empowering the Philippines to defend itself, providing training, equipment, and intelligence. The goals support Manila without provoking Beijing or escalating tensions. The U.S. continues freedom of navigation operations, challenging China's claims while keeping diplomatic channels open. American diplomats work to prevent misunderstandings and manage crises. The challenge is to support allies and uphold international law without triggering conflict. Managing this delicate balance is one of America's biggest foreign policy tests. The peace and stability of the region depend on careful, coordinated action. The U.S. aims to empower partners, not lead every confrontation. The stakes for the Indo-Pacific could not be higher. The U.S.-Philippines alliance has grown stronger with new American access to Philippine bases and expanded joint exercises. These moves, often involving other allies like Japan and Australia, are meant to improve teamwork and send a message of collective defense. China views this deepening partnership with suspicion, seeing it as an attempt to contain its rise. The proximity of new U.S. sites to Taiwan is especially concerning for Beijing. Every action by the U.S. and its allies prompts a countermove from China, fueling a cycle of escalation. Joint patrols are met with increased Chinese deployments, making the region more crowded and contested. This security dilemma raises the risk of incidents spiraling out of control. Managing escalation is the top challenge for diplomats and military leaders. Differing perspectives make compromise difficult. What one side sees as defense, the other sees as provocation. The environment is fragile, with trust low and the risk of miscalculation high. Many experts urge a U.S. strategy of restraint and preventive diplomacy in the South China Sea. The goal is to defend a free and open Indo-Pacific without provoking China or forming a confrontational bloc. Instead of direct confrontation, the U.S. should empower the Philippines to defend itself with targeted support, better ships, surveillance, and training. This lets Manila take the lead in protecting its maritime rights. Open communication is essential. The Philippines should keep dialogue with China even while standing firm. Direct talks can help manage incidents and explore cooperation on issues like fisheries and the environment. A dual-track approach, strengthening defense and engaging in diplomacy, reduces the risk of conflict. The strategy is about upholding international law while avoiding a major war. Smart partnerships and crisis management are key to long-term stability. Peace and sustainable security require careful, balanced action. Amid military moves, diplomacy remains vital for managing East Asia's security challenges. Regional leaders know that dialogue is better than conflict, and ongoing talks help prevent misunderstandings. The Philippines is encouraged to engage constructively with China, balancing defense with open communication. Direct talks can set clear rules at sea and explore cooperation on issues like illegal fishing and marine protection. The broader goal is a stable environment where international law is respected. Achieving this requires military preparedness, active diplomacy, and a commitment to peaceful dispute resolution. The U.S. and Japan can support allies while promoting dialogue and avoiding escalation. Regional organizations like ASEAN play a key role in facilitating talks and building trust. Lasting stability depends on persistent diplomatic effort, not just military strength. Japan's decision to send warships to the Philippines marks a turning point for the Indo-Pacific. This move could enhance regional stability by strengthening the Philippine Navy and deterring aggression. Increased cooperation among Japan, the Philippines, and the U.S. could reinforce a rules-based order. But China may see this as a provocation, responding with its own military buildup and raising tensions. The risk a dangerous arms race and greater volatility in the South China Sea. The outcome depends on balancing military moves with diplomacy and open communication. Strategic empathy, understanding each side's security concerns, is essential to avoid escalation. The region's future hangs in the balance, with today's choices shaping years to come. Leaders must manage this transition carefully to avoid conflict. Stability requires strength, restraint, and dialogue. The hope is for a more secure, peaceful Indo-Pacific, but the risk of escalation remains real.